And how you guys doing? This is very important in reference to the facts of information. There's one thing that's always factual about this situation. If they wouldn't have touched it, there wouldn't be no damage there. That's the 100% facts that everybody knows. If they wouldn't have tampered with it, if they wouldn't have touched it, if they wouldn't have been burning on it, if they wouldn't have been spying on my teeth or looking at my teeth, there wouldn't be any damage there. That is the facts 100%. They touched, they damaged, they must be prosecuted. There is no reason for them to touch my teeth. They're not movable parts. They're not supposed to be moving. Them burning or melting bone tissue is illegal. Them trying to alter a person's facial structure is illegal. Them trying to steal a person's identity is illegal. No matter what they try to say, no matter what their excuse, they're not my parents. I'm not a part of their association or their organization or whatever they are. I'm not allowed to be a part of their organization. I'm not even allowed to be a part of the draft. Do you understand that? There are some people in this country that are not allowed to be a part of the government drafts or government initiations or government organizations. I'm not allowed to be a part of the CIA, FBI, or NSA. I come from a different place. The place that I come from is a higher ranking place. Royalty of America and hermaphrodite laws are very important. There is no hermaphrodite that's allowed to be a part of the CIA or FBI or NSA. They are outside that organization. They have no right of being in that organization. They come from a different organization. Anglo British intelligence, Anglo Italian and French intelligence, and American intelligence agencies. The CIA and FBI does not control, and the NSA does not control what organizations can be in America. I'm a member of the Treasury since I was born. My parents had billions of dollars in the Treasury. My grandparents had billions of dollars in the Treasury. So in reference to the government trying to belittle who I am and trying to downgrade who I am and their activity of terrorizing my life, they must be prosecuted. Their organizations and government organizations are violating the laws of this country. Their positions are illegal. They thought they'd cover up their activities by being under those titles in those branches of government. That is illegal. They are violating Treasury laws and the laws of Eliot Ness. These people and their activities, them touching something with their satellite or their government hands or their race. I am not their race and I am not their religion. Those people cannot be touching other people's races and ethnicities or religions. Those people have to touch their own race and religion. Anything else, they must be charged. There has to be people in law enforcement of different races and different ethnicities that go after different people. People that have different cultures, different race, different religions, different situations of things. These people do not have a right attacking me or stalking me or stressing me out by hitting me in the face and teeth or trying to piss me off or trying to bully me or trying to make me be submissive to their race. I am not obligated to their race. I'm not obligated to their political party. And check to see if I have impeachment status. Whoever's been hitting me in the face and teeth must be arrested and prosecuted and impeached from all political positions of America. I do not support government damaging people's teeth. I do not support government mutilating people's looks. So in reference to whoever the political party is that's doing these things must be prosecuted. Whatever race, whatever religion, whatever person. They must show up in court. They must get prosecuted for their crimes. And the facts of information, if they would have never touched any of my teeth, there would have been absolutely no damage on my teeth. I am not their race. They'll say something like, oh, you think you're cocky or we think you're cocky. I have no obligation to you. So in reference to me being silent or me not being associated with you, you've tried to turn that into being cocky. I'm Jewish and Catholic. You're a Nazi German Christian. I'm not a German Christian. I'm not German anything. You are violating my race and the culture that I come from. Your culture is trespassing into mine. You are violating my parents. You are violating my grandparents. You are violating my family history of this country. I have no obligation to you or whatever race you are that got into government. Your race in government is probably illegal, the level of government that you have been in. The activity of you damaging my teeth is the crime. My family's been in the dentist industry for hundreds of years. My family has been seniority status of the dentist industry above your family. You thought you would mess up somebody's teeth to try to force them to go to your dentist, where you would try to claim some type of popularity. Or you would try to make it into a money maker as your way of damaging my teeth, when I've already been through years of dentistry practices and dentistry perfection. You've damaged my teeth. I did all the work that I had to do to go to the dentist to make sure my teeth was right and perfect. I even had braces because of your people back in the 80s. And before then, you tried to damage my teeth. And after that, you damaged my teeth. You have no right touching my teeth. You have no right entering my body. You have no right piercing my skin. You have no right touching me. I am not your slave. I am not your property. I am not your child. I am not your race or religion. And I am not part of your organization. You are violating my rights. You are violating my life. And you're violating my freedom of speech. And you have distorted my speech by damaging teeth. Everybody knows that when you damage a person's teeth, it changes the way they talk. It changes the sound of their voice. And you must be prosecuted. The Treasury has my voice on voice recognition, and so do some other places. In reference to the security vaults of my parents, my voice is on record there. So you're violating security companies and security vaults by damaging my teeth. And you must be prosecuted for violating security laws of my teeth and of my mouth and my voice. You do not have a right tampering with my body. You do not have a right trying to frame me or entrapping me with your lies and your tricks. Every lie you ever told, you must be prosecuted for. I am not your child. I am not your race. You tried to steal the identity of my parents. You must be prosecuted. My parents was two of the richest people in America. You tried to steal wealth of my family by trying to impersonate my parents. You've tried to use impersonators to try to steal my identity, to try to steal the wealth that I earned. You must be prosecuted for your crime and your manipulations and your extortion. You must be prosecuted immediately, and they must order the arrest of your agents and your activities of your satellite controllers that have been doing this to me. I do not owe you nothing. If you fabricated that my family owed you anything, you can be prosecuted and put on trial for the death penalty, because you have physically assaulted me. You have caused me physical problems. You've caused me financial problems, and I'm not allowed to be around anybody that has financial problems. These people kidnapped me because they had financial problems. They stole over $35 million from my mother back in the 80s when they demanded ransom, or in the 90s. These people must be prosecuted for extortion and fraud. These people damaging my face and teeth, they must be ordered into court, and they must be disarmed from all their technology weapons use. They do not have a right looking at me. I do not have any way of doing nothing for them, no matter what their request is, no matter what their opinion is. They have already caused me physical injury, and they must be ordered to stop, and they must be arrested for their crimes, no matter who they are. These people are criminals. They've endangered my life. They've endangered my health by damaging teeth. My father died from teeth damage. He had a heart attack, and he had dehydration, where he had died from dehydration of them burning the mouth and them causing heart and circulatory system problems and breathing problems. These government people must be prosecuted, and these people knew that doing that to a person's teeth that has large teeth and a large tongue and large roots of their teeth, they knew it would cause health problems. All these people intentionally targeted me and my family by damaging our roots of our teeth, or damaging our teeth, or damaging our tongues, to cause heart problems and breathing problems and acute asthma problems. These people must be ordered into court for any contact of any kind, of physical, satellite torture, or electrical torture from a satellite. They must be prosecuted for all their physical activity of touching my mouth, no matter what.